Alright, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, Spank the Monkey back again with another unboxing video. And this time we have Brothers War. So we have two set boosters to open, and for this first video, let's open one of them. Alright, let's get to cracking. So, yeah, I had been waiting for this set for quite some time. It got delayed over here in Asia, but thankfully now I have my set booster and hoping to get some good stuff here. So again, I had played Magic several years ago and lost touch for about 2 decades and just got back. So now I'm starting to enjoy opening Magic sets, and it's nice to see some of the older flavor that I used to enjoy back when I was playing, you know, in the mid-late 90s. And yeah, this is featuring two of those, I guess, story characters, Urza and Mishra. Okay, so we have this insert again about the brothers, to which this particular set is dedicated to. And yeah, we have 30 packs over here, so let's start cracking. Okay, let me do this in a quicker way. There you go. Okay, so 30 packs, set boosters. Let's see what kind of flavor we get. Chase cards obviously are the aforementioned brothers, and several cards from the Phyrexians, Titania, I believe. Also Gix. Some good cards coming out there. Okay, here we go, the first one. So we have a nice art card here, okay, which is the sort of, what do you call these? The schematic art, which is pretty good. Okay, we'll just go through the comments real quick. And foil over here. Nice little foil. Okay, so we have Steel Exemplar, Spectrum Sentinel, so artifact creatures. And then we have Repair and Recharge. It's a sorcery for 3 and white. Return target artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker card from your graveyard to the battlefield. And then you create a tap power stone. Okay. Meticulous Excavation. And we have our Retro Border Foundry Inspector. Okay, always nice to see that. And for the rare, we have Tokasha's Welcome. So it's a enchantment, 2 and white. Whenever one or more creatures with mana value 3 or less enter the battlefield under your control, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Okay. And for the foil, we get a Gruesome Realization. Okay, and Power Stone token. Yeah, so let's put these tokens over here and these artifacts over here. Okay. Moving on to pack number 2. So far, first pack, nothing too spicy. Hopefully we can get some kick-ass cards. Again, the brothers, definitely, and some of the Phyrexian cards as well would be pretty good. Okay, we have another schematic art. Okay. Let's just go through this. Okay, for the uncommons, Mask of the Jade Crafter. We have a Giant Cinder Maw, Creature, Dinosaur, Beast. Flow of Knowledge. Okay, and we have a Thorn of Amethyst for the rare in the Retro Border. And then, of course, the classic Ornithopter. And we have a Death Bloom Ritualist for the rare. And a Rock Hunter foil. Oh, and we have a card from the list, which is the Ranger of Eos. So for 3 and white, it's a 3/2 human soldier. When it comes into play, you may search your library for up to 2 creature cards with converted mana cost 1 or less. Reveal them and put them into your hand. If you do, shuffle your library. Okay, nice pickup. So let's put the list card over here. Okay, moving on to the next pack. So far, it looks like the reception on this set has been pretty good. The focus on artifacts, well, everyone loves artifacts. Ooh, you get a nice signed card over here. Foil there. So hopefully I can use several of these cards to upgrade my deck. And recently I've been putting together or upgrading a couple of my decks that have an artifact flavor. So yeah, looking forward to adding these in. Okay, so we have the Alloy Animist, Thran Power Suit, Audacity. Ooh, and our first Mythic, and we have the Transformer card, Flame War Brash Veteran. So it's for 1 black red. It's a 3/2 legendary artifact feature robot. More than meets the eye. If you pay black and red, you may cast this card, convert for that. Sacrifice another artifact, put a 1/1 counter on Flame War and convert it. Activate only as a sorcery. So if you pay 1, discard your hand, put all exiled cards you own with intel counters on them into your hand. So on the back side, you have this Flame War Streetwise Operative. So it's a 2/1 vehicle, legendary artifact, living metal. As long as you turn, this vehicle is also a creature with Minache and Death Touch. So whenever Flame War deals combat damage to a player, exile that many cards from the top of your library face down, put an intel counter on each of them, convert Flame War, and you transform, right? So nice. We have a Mythic over here. So moving on, we have Ichor Wellspring in the retro treatment. Oh, and we have our second Mythic in the trenches. So it's an enchantment for 1 white. Creatures you control get 1/1, and you pay 5 and white. Exile target non-land permanent you don't control until In the Trenches leaves the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery and only once. Okay, pretty cool. 2 Mythic pack right there. And we have a foiled Splitting Power Stone. So we'll put that foil guy over here. And yeah. Okay, so I think we have hit a good pack there with 2 Mythics, one of them being Transformers. You know, I was actually on the fence of picking up this set. I thought that I think a lot of people are undergoing fatigue in terms of just the sheer number of product that's coming out. So I was thinking of maybe taking a break. So I was on the fence, right? Although I was quite interested with seeing Urza and Mishra again. However, what made me decide to go ahead and get these sets was really the Transformer stuff. A big fan when I was growing up. So nice to see that we have that flavor in the set booster. Okay. Putting away the commons. So we have Blanchwood Armor, Bushwhack, Levitating Statue, and Defense Grid in the retro. So this is an artifact for 2 mana. Each spell costs 3 more to cast except during its controller's turn. Pretty nice. Oh, and we have our second rare, and this time is the Phyrexian Dragon Engine. So it's a 2/2 Phyrexian Dragon artifact creature with double strike. When Phyrexian Dragon Engine enters the battlefield from your graveyard, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw 3 cards, and you can cast on Earth. The nice thing about this is it's actually the other half of the meld mechanic with Mishra, claimed by Kix, and you get that. If I saw the what do you call this? The Game Nights episode with Professor where he finally won, and yeah, he used this as absolutely a real pain on the battlefield when this gets through. So it's like, you know, warning to the wise. Take this out when it comes in. Okay, and we have a foil there. Okay, and a promo card. Okay, so far we got some good flavor, some good cards, and one list card so far. None of the heavy hitters though, but so far okay. 2 Mythics. Okay, we have this art card there. Let's go through the commons. Okay, we have Ashnod's Harvester, Keeper of the Cadence, No One Left Behind, Monastery Swift Spear, and Obliterating Bolt. We have here in the retro border Elsewhere Flask. Okay, and we get Hajar, Loyal Bodyguard for the rare. So what does this do? So Gruul, Human Soldier 3/3, sacrifice Hajar, legendary creatures control get +1/+0 and indestructible until end of turn. Okay, and we get a foil disfigure. Ooh, and for the list slot, we get Eye of Yawgmoth for 3 mana. So you pay 3, tap it, sacrifice creature, reveal cards from the top of your library equal to sacrificed creature's power. Put 1 into your hand and remove the rest from the game. Okay, another one on the list slot, and a rare this time. And let's see what we'll get for the next one. Okay, moving on. There you go. Oops. For the art series, we get this one. Okay. Let's go through the commons. Okay. We have Haywire Might, Yoshan Frontliner, okay. Third Path Iconoclast, and a Falaji Vanguard. Okay, and we get another retro Sigil of Valor. Okay, and for the rare we have Hercule, Master Wizard. And we got a foil Stern Lesson. And another list card, a rare one again, Spirit of the Labyrinth. For 1 white, it's a 3/1 spirit enchantment creature. Each player can't draw more than 1 card each turn. Nice. So far we got 3 rare cards in the list slot, which is pretty good. I always like seeing list stuff. I do remember one of the more exciting and fun times I had in opening these decks was actually with the mystery booster, primarily because of the fact that it had cards from all over the place, right? It's from several sets over the last couple of decades, and I enjoy like just opening these packs and reading through these cards and trying to be familiar with some of the cards that I've missed from the long time that I've been away from Magic. So always nice to see these list cards. Fun to open, fun to read, and play. Okay, so let's again go to the comments here. Okay, another Yoshan Tactician, Zephyr Sentinel, Battlefield Butcher, Foundry Inspector. Okay, and we got a Bone Saw in the schematic treatment. And for the rare, we get Gix's Command. So this is a 3 black sorcery, where you can choose 2. Either you can put 2 1/1 counters on up to 1 creature, it gains life until end of turn. You can destroy each creature with power 2 or less. Return up to 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand, or each opponent sacrifices a creature with the highest power among creatures they control. Okay, and we get a foil rare, Kayla's Command. So it's another command card. So for 1 white sorcery, you choose 2, create a 2/2 colorless construct artifact creature token. Put a 1/1 counter on a creature you control. It gains double strike at the end of turn. You can also search your library for a basic plains card and put it to your hand, or you can gain 2 inscribe 2. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're now on pack number 8. I think so far, pretty good pack, pretty good flavor here. Again, none of the hard-hitting cards, no Urza or Mishra yet, nor Gix or Titania, but let's see if we can pick something up. Okay, so nice looking art over there. So involuntary cooldown, defabricate, pretty cool. Slagstone Refinery, Static Net, Pyrrhic Blast, and ooh, we get a retro framed Rune Chanter's Pike. So what does this do? For 2 mana, equip creature has first strike and gets X0, where X is the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. Okay. And we have another rare. This time it's Perennial Hemoth. So for 5 mana, it's an artifact creature beast. You may play lands from your graveyard, and it also has Unearth. It's a 2/7 body. And we have Tomakul Honor Guard for the rare. Ooh. And another list slot item, Wizard class from the AFR set. Okay. There we go. Down to the last 2 packs for this particular. Oops, here's the art card, by the way. For this particular third of the box, so we have a nice foil plains over here, and then we'll just go to the comments again. So Forging Anchor, Su-Chi Cave Guard, Hulking Metamorph. So there's this mechanic, this prototype mechanic, which is new. So it's a 9 to cast for a 7/7 shapeshifter, but you can also cast a card for 2 and blue. But the difference is that it would be a 3/3 creature rather than 7/7. Pretty cool, gives you options, right? Then we have the Heavyweight Demolisher. And then we have Urza's Workshop. So this is, I think, from the Commander set. Yeah, pretty cool that you're getting that stuff. Oh, and the classic Ivory Tower. Yeah, so in the time I was playing, I think cards from 3rd, 4th edition, we already had the Ivory Tower. So yeah, nice seeing that here. And we get Liberator Urza's Battlecopter. So this is a pretty cool card. You have Urza's face on that thing. So it's a 3 to cast, 1/2 legendary artifact creature Thopter with flash and flying. Now what this does is you may cast colorless spells and artifact spells as though they had flash. And whenever you cast a spell, if the amount of mana spent to cast a spell is greater than Liberator's power, put a 1/1 counter on Liberator. So potentially this could become very big very quickly. You're able to cast spells and artifacts, colorless and artifact spells with flash, and it has evasion. So this is actually a good commander to build through, a colorless commander, if that's what you're looking for. So would be good in a 99, but also good as a commander. Pretty interesting. And we have a foil Yotian Mythic. And okay, so coming up to the last pack for the first stack of cards. So the art is this one over here. Not sure what that is. Okay, so we have Foil Forest, Overwhelming Remorse, and that's okay. Go to the comments. Okay, Calamity's Wake, Cradle, Clear Cutter, Combat Thresher, Iron Claw Thresher. So okay, the probably the theme for this one is the prototype mechanic. Yeah. Ooh, and we get a 3rd Mythic in the borderless treatment. So this is Saheeli Filigree Master. So for 2 blue-red, we have a legendary Planeswalker Saheeli. So with 3 loyalty counters, you can up 1 to scry 1. You may tap an untapped artifact you control. If you do, draw a card. -2 to create 2 colorless top artifact creatures with flying, and they gain haste. And with -4, you can get an emblem with artifact creatures you control get 1/1, and artifact spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Pretty interesting. And we get a old school Mishra's Bauble. Always nice to have that. And we have a Gixian Puppeteer. So it's a 3 and black to cast Phyrexian Warlock with a 4/3 body. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. When this dies, return another target creature card with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, and foil to Catcher's Dig Side. Nothing interesting there. Okay, so 3 Mythics, a couple of list cards in the first stack of cards. So not too bad. I would say that on the rares, we haven't really picked up anything sexy there yet, but let's see if in the next one we get something. Okay. So moving on into the next stack of cards. Hopefully we get one of the brothers already. I do hope both. Okay, nice artifact there. Okay, we get Demolition Field, the Fall of Krug, Go for the Throat, Recruitment Officer, Yotian Dissident, and a Retro Sigil of Valor. We have again. For the rare, we get Urza, Prince of Krug. So finally, we get Urza, and it's a 2 white blue 2/3 human artificer. Artifact creatures you control get +2/+2. You pay 6, create a token that's a copy of target artifact you control, except it's a 1/1 soldier creature in addition to its other types. Okay, so it allows you to, I guess, mobilize your non-creature artifacts. And we get a foiled Battlefield Forge. Nice. Okay. More Power Stones. Moving on to the next pack. Okay. So, go to the art card. Okay, pretty cool. So, we take this out. Okay, we have Mass Production, Splitting the Power Stone, Take Flight. Okay, for the retro border, we have the Door to Nothingness. So it's 5 to cast. Door to Nothingness enters the battlefield tapped. And if you play Wooburg ×2 and tap Sacrifice Door to Nothingness, target player loses the game. Okay, that's insane. So really good for those rainbow decks. Pretty good win con. That's what you like, yep. So next we have Misery Shadow, so 2 rare pack here. It's a shade with 1 and black to cast. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile instead, and you can pay 1. Misery Shadow gets 1/1 for end of turn. And we get a foil Battery Bearer. And a Soldier token. Okay, so far nothing here that excites me. Although we did get one Transformers card. Okay, here we go. I think that's Titania right there. Okay, putting the commons away. So we start with Corrupt, Dreams of Steel and Oil. That's pretty nice art there. Evangel of Synthesis, Pristine Talisman. Okay, and we get a retro Swiftfoot Boots. You know, I would have to say that while I do appreciate the retro border, the card quality is, I don't know, it doesn't really strike me as nice. I mean, definitely the printing here could have been done better, right? Okay, moving on, we have Visions of Phyrexia. So what is this? This is an enchantment for 2 and red to cast. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. At the beginning of your end step, if you didn't play a card from exile this turn, create a tapped Power Stone token. So this goes perfect with my Prosper deck, where you get value from playing cards from exile. Yeah, pretty good. And we get a foil Door to Nothingness. Check that out. Now, see, I earlier said that the retro border card quality isn't as nice, but when you do it in the foil treatment, it actually looks pretty good. So nice pickup there. Not sure if that actually costs a lot, but just a good way to spice up your deck with some swag. Okay, here we go. Still no Mishra. So far, we got an Urza though. Okay, Disciples of Gix, Transmogrant Altar, Skyfisher Spider, Ivory Tower. We get Kayla's Command. We get a foil Burrowing Razor Maw, and a list card, Mirror Gallery. Okay. So far, we got 5 cards from the list and 1 Transformer card so far. Ooh, I think this is the Mox Amber schematic treatment art. Right, so moving on, we have Gnawing Vermin, Junkyard Genius, Arbalest Engineers, and Soul Guide Lantern. Right, okay. And we have Mishra's Bottle. For the rare, we get a Fauna Shaman. Okay. Ooh, and we get a second rare, this time in foil. It is Hall of Tagsin. Okay, land. Alright. So what does that do? Adds colorless, pay 1, add and tap, add 1 mana of any color, or you can pay 4 and tap to create a tapped Power Stone token. Okay. So we get another art card here. Borderless Mountain. Putting that away. Battery Bearer, Sarent Steel Seeker, Great Desert Prospector, Key to the City for the rare and retro treatment. And we get a Sky Strike Officer, and a nice foil Dreams of Steel and Oil. Yeah, that's a good looking art with good foil treatment. Okay, moving on. Alright, here we go. Okay, nice art right there. We can take out these commons. Okay, Horned Stoneseeker, Philology Excavation, Urza, Power Stone Prodigy. So I guess that was the art earlier, like it's a young Urza. Okay, and then we get a liquid metal coating in the retro treatment. Ooh, and we get a Mythic, the Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. So for 7 mana, you can cast this Phyrexian Worm artifact feature, 7/5 with Menache lifelink, and has Ward, where you pay life equal to the Phyrexian Flesh Gorger's power. But you can also cast it for its prototype costs, which is 1 black. So nice pickup here, yeah. And a foil Thran Power Suit. Cool. Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. I would really love to get the Wormcoil engine though, if we can get it. I would be very happy with that. Always a good pickup if you can find it. Okay, moving on. Ooh, Ashnod's Altar, if I remember, in the schematic. Okay. Obstinate Baloth, Sardian Cliff Stomper, Gaia's Courser, Argivian Avenger, and a reconstructed Thopter. Okay, we get the Burnished Heart, another classic commander card. And for the rare, we get Harbin, Vanguard Aviator. So this is a white-blue to cast Human Soldier for 3/2 power toughness with flying. Whenever you attack with 5 or more soldiers, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain flying at the end of turn. Interestingly enough, Harbin is actually a place in China that I've been to where they have a winter festival going on there. Pretty nice place. Also pretty nice is this Titania's Command in foil. So for green sorcery, you can choose 2, exile target player's graveyard, gain 1 life for each card exiled this way. Search your library for up to 2 land cards, put them in the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Create 2 green bear creature tokens, and you put 2/2 counters on each creature you control. Okay, not bad. Alright, down to the last 2 packs for this stack. Still nothing spicy yet, though I do appreciate the Phyrexian Flesh Gorger and the Saheeli Filigree Master. Let's start here. Commons very quick. Mishra Excavation Prodigy. So we finally get a Mishra, but this time a young one. Symmetry Matrix, Mishra's Research Deck, Springleaf Drum in the retro treatment, Jellum's Tome. For the rare, we get a Diabolic Intent. Nice, this is a good reprint. Always nice to see this. I'm happy to get it. And we get a foil Depth Charge Colossus. Okay. So nice tutor there with Diabolic Intent. Now let's see what you get for the last pack of this particular stack. Alright. There we go. So Loran, Disciple of History, Hero of the Dunes, Thran Vigil, and a defense grid again in the what do you call this? The schematic art treatment. Okay, and then we get Sculpting Steel, also in the retro border. Ooh, and it's a 3 rare pack. And what do we get? Siege Veteran. So for 2 and white, you get a 2/2 human soldier. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a 1/1 counter target creature you control. Whenever another non-token soldier you control dies, create a 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature token. Right, and we get a foil Yoshin Frontliner. Okay. Now, starting off with the last stack for this set booster. So far, nothing spicy, none of the sort of chase cards that are sought after for this particular set. Let's see if our fortunes will turn around in this stack. Okay, sorry, let me get that one. Put that over here for the comments. Okay, we got a Falaji Dragon Engine, Gurgling Anointer, Spotter Thopter, Artificer's Dragon. So this is a 6 to cast dragon artifact creature for 4 with flying. A red artifact creature's control gets +1/+0 until end of turn and has Unearth. Okay, ooh, and we have a Mythic in the retro treatment. We have Correction Processor. So this is a 4 to cast artifact. So as this enters the battlefield, you pay any amount of life. So you pay 4, tap it, create an XX black Correction minion creature token, where X is the life paid as Correction Processor entered the battlefield. Okay, nice. And we get a second Mythic, so this is a 2 Mythic pack, right? And it would be one Will the Multiverse. So 6 blue to cast enchantment. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play lands and cast spells from the top of your library. And once during each of your turns, you may cast a spell from your hand or the top of your library without paying its mana cost. So card advantage and being able to play spells for free. That's pretty neat. Okay, and we get a foil Gnawing Vermin. Okay, and some tokens there. Okay, so that was pretty cool. This is our second double Mythic pack. I think we got one earlier in this set. So could that mean our fortunes are improving? We'll see. I mean, at the end of this unboxing, that's when we'll tell if this is a winner or a stinker. Yeah? Okay, so Island. Go through the comments. Okay, here we go. So we have Lay Down Arms, Gruesome Realization, Demolition Field, Thopter Mechanic, and Soul Guide's Lantern. Plus, the rare would be a Thran Spider and a foil Thopter Mechanic. So we have some duplicates here, and yeah, just a Power Stone. Moving on to the next one. Okay, let's see what we get. Oh, a third signed art card. I think I've not gotten 3 in one set before. Thing is though, do these art cards actually have any value? I don't know. Why don't you let me know in the comments? Okay, so Thopter Architect, Arms Race, Recruitment Officer, and we need to get another Mythic. This time it's the Perilous Vault, so it's a 4 to cast artifact. Pay 5, tap and exile Perilous Vault. Exile all non-land permanents. Wow, okay, talk about a board wipe there. And we get a rare Hall of Tagsin and a foil Golder Branch Golem and another card from the list, which is the Power Stone Shard, which is perfect flavor for this particular set. Okay, so far we have 7 Mythics. Can we get more? Are we seeing Gix? Are we seeing Mishra or another Urza? Hopefully we do. But I fear that the rate it's going, this is going to be a stinker. Okay. Here we go. The Ocean Dissident, I mean. Mass Production. Splitting the Power Stone. Swiftfoot Boots. And we get a Teething Wormlet for the rare, a foil Emergency Weld, and a borderless. What is this? Oh no, it's not. It's goddamn. I don't know what do you call these proxy cards. I thought it was like some kind of borderless thing. Apparently not. So if that's any indication, then maybe this is a stinker. I have a sinking feeling it will be a stinker when all is said and done. Anyway, we're down to our last 6 packs. And let's see how it goes. Yep. Okay, Ivory Tower in the schematic treatment. Take Flight, Corrupt, Dreams of Steel and Oil. I do like that art. Liquid Metal Coating. Mishra's Bauble. Which one did we get? But this time it's in the schematic treatment. You get the Stone Brain. So it's 2 to cast legendary artifact, pay 2, tap it, exile, choose a card name, search target opponent's graveyard, hand, and library for up to 4 cards with a name, exile them, That player shuffles, that draws a card for each card exiled from their hand this way. Activate and use a sorcery. Foil Wasteful Harvest, and a list card, which is the Veteran Motorist. Okay. Next. We get a, I think that's art for the swamp. Okay, so we get the Fall of Krug, Go for the Throat, Obstinate Baloth, Evangel of Synthesis, Disciples of the Gix with no Gix, please show up, Quicksilver Amulet, okay, and we get another Mythic, Platoon Dispenser. So for 5 to cast, you get a 4/6 artifact creature construct. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more other creatures, draw a card. So you can pay 3 and white, create a 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature token, and also has Unearth. Okay, and then we have a foil Aeronaut's Wings and a blasted proxy card. Okay, here we go. Last 4, guys. Last 4. We still have a chance to turn this around. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. Transmogrant Altar. Sky. Oops. Hold on. Let me just fix this stack over here. Skyfisher Spider. Gnawing Vermin. Pristine Talisman. The Temporal Anchor. So this is a 3 blue legendary artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, scry 2. Whenever you choose to put 1 or more cards on the bottom of your library while scrying, exile that many cards from the bottom of your library. During your turn, you may play cards exiled with Temporal Anchor this way. Okay. Interesting. And you get Arms Race and Foil. And some insert tokens. Okay, down to the last 3. Still no Mishra and Urza or Gix or Titania. Hopefully we get something there. Okay, here we go. Junkyard Genius, Arbalest Engineer, Battery Bearer. Ooh, okay, we get a Mythic. This time it's Starscream, Power Hungry. So for 3 and black, you get a 2/3 creature with flying whenever you draw a card. If you're the Monarch, target opponent loses 2 life. And whenever 1 or more creatures deal combat damage to you, convert Starscream into Starscream Seeker Leader. So it's a legendary artifact vehicle with living metal, has flying, Menache, and haste. Whenever Starscream deals combat damage to a player, if there is no Monarch, that player becomes the Monarch. Whenever you become the Monarch, convert Starscream. Okay, happy to get that. Which brings us to another Mythic. Again, it's the third 2 Mythic pack. Etherflux Reservoir. Again, which is always pretty good. It's your Death Star right there. And we get a rare Simian Simulacrum. Very cool. Okay, then a foil Pelagi Archaeologist. Okay. That did a little bit to sort of assuage our disappointment in this box. Still not getting the big hit cards. Okay, we finally got an Urza, but this time it's just an art card. So hopefully that means something. Okay, foil land there. Right, here we go. Sarenth Steel Seeker, the Great Desert Prospector, Hornstone Seeker, Bonesaw. Oops. Self-Assembler, and we got another Mythic. Oh boy, this one, yeah, finally we got it. Mishra, claimed by Gix on the second to the last pack. So this is for 2 Rakdos, Phyrexian Human Artificer, 3/5. Whenever you attack, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of attacking creatures. If Mishra, claimed by Gix, and a creature named Phyrexian Dragon Engine, which we do have by the way, are attacking and you both own and control them, exile them, meld them into Mishra, lost to Phyrexia. It enters the battlefield tapped and attacking. So this is what you get over here, the top card. And yeah, So we do have a partner for this, and fantastic. We were able to get a set for a milled card. Nice. Okay, and we get a foil Clay Revenant and a card from the list, Skullwinder from Commander 2020. Okay, down to the last pack for this set. How did we do? We'll see. Okay, last chance for redemption. Here we go. Sardian Cliff Stomper, Philology Excavation, Urza Power Stone Prodigy, Argivian Avenger, Maze Mind Tome in the retro frame. We get Urza's Command. Do we get an Urza? No, we don't. Pendragon Strongbull in foil, and yeah, that's it. So just looking through our pickup here, not sure. I think we got a few, solid rares. Nothing to write home about. I think I'll take a look after going through these cards. But for the mythics, we get, how many is this? 3, 6, 9. So we get 11 mythics, and we get, what more importantly, we get Mishra. And where's that thing that we got? The Dragon Engine. I think we have it in the rare, maybe. But yeah, I think we finally got Mishra, one of the chase cards that we're looking for. A couple of list cards, pretty okay. But overall, I think this particular box was a stinker. Although it's nice to have 11 mythics, but none of the cards that I was looking to see. Alright, I think for now, we can call that a day. I will be opening the next box, and I hope you can catch me on that one. See you. Bye-bye.